Hellos and welcomes back. This is AnthWolf with Dragon Age Origins. We are in the middle of the Dalish camp. We came here requesting aid as the Grey Warden treaties allow us, but they have their own little problems with werewolves seemingly in the Brecilian Forest, I think it's pronounced. And so, yes, we have gained some equipment, we have sold some of our miscellaneous equipment, and we have our task to possibly find Witherfang, the original wolf, I suppose you can call it. But we can do probably we can talk to plenty of people here, I imagine. So, first of all, let's talk to the dog, because he seems to be digging around. Can you see anything interesting, boy? A dirt-covered root of some kind. You think I might have some sort of healing property? Okay. Death root? Yeah, it must have been a death root. Fair enough. Antharus, you have a exclamation mark over your head. Can you do anything for me? You have coloured inks. Dalish gloves. It would have been nice if I hadn't cheated. Yes, I'll call it cheating. Let's pick up... We don't need more elf fruit. Wynn, are you a herbalist? You are a herbalist. Oh, you can go over 99 elf fruit. That's good to know. God of the craft.
I shall do it.
This wooden head. This god wooden head represents June. Okay.
Andaranatishn, stranger. I am Antharus. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
They've been a bit suspicious.
I would be the same in their place. They have just been attacked, after all.
It is not our intention to insult a Grey Warden. We are simply wrapped up in the plight of our hunters. It is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brecilian Forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
Forbidden you?
We are banned from entering the forest now. I have more cause than most, but I will not disobey my keeper.
Why do you want to enter the forest?
That is a tale I am not sure I should tell an outsider. Surely you have greater concerns than my problems, stranger.
I would like to hear about it, though. And let's use our persuade option. I don't really care, but I'd like to know as much as I can.
It's odd to talk so freely with a stranger, but perhaps you can help me. My wife Dalish and I both fought the werewolves in the ambush. She was injured so gravely, the curse spread rapidly in her. Zathrian fought hard to ease her pain, but there was little he could do. And though he says that Dalish is dead, he will not let me see her body. I am beginning to believe she became a werewolf, and that it is being kept from me so I do not go chasing after her. If I could just know if Dalish is alive, or what happened to her, then I could be at peace.
Perhaps I could convince Zathrian to tell the truth.
No. It would be very rude to accuse the Keeper of lying. I know he means well. I just need to know, one way or another. If you were in the forest, perhaps you might come across her, alive or dead. Any news would be better than none. And in return, I would be happy to gift you an amulet made by our craftsmen. It may fetch you some coin in the human lands.
I'll see what I can do.
Since we seem to be heading into the forest anyhow, that does seem to be the right thing to do.
You are most kind.
I should go.
Should you come across my wife, return and tell me.
Alistair approves of that, I suppose. I'm not totally against the elves, I just don't really care. Oh, a landmark tent. What does this mean? What can you tell me about this? See anything interesting, dog? No, he doesn't seem to have found anything. We have Cameron. Oh, hello, chest.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Saffron said I could have what's inside here.
Please do not lie to me. I find it most unbecoming.
You are not a very nice person. But then neither am I.
Underanitation, Grey Warden. My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
You just asked me a question right there.
What an odd thing to say. I mean about the outside world, of course.
If you like, go ahead.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true?
Why, yes, some are larger than the eye can actually see.
How very loud that must be with everyone talking all at once. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
Difficult for you, perhaps. Maybe you should try it.
It would be worthwhile to see them with my own eyes. But I do not think I can leave the clan. Perhaps I'm too much of a coward.
That's most likely it.
It is my shame to dream of knowledge I will never be bold enough to seek out. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
I can't really tell. I haven't seen anything.
I understand. One cannot expect to see the questions of history answered on human faces. A poet once wrote of them before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
What can you tell me about Zathrian?
Nothing that you could not ask Zathrian himself. He is the keeper of this clan and has been for a very long time. He is also a very good man who has lost much. The Dalish are everything to him, and he would do anything to protect them.
Lost much? What has he lost?
He lost his family a very long time ago. I don't know the story, but I understand the circumstances were horrific.
I should go.
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Okay. Cameron, what do you have to say?
Hello?
Why are you cringing? Speak up.
That is, we.
Is everything alright?
I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you in any way.
You have a name, I assume.
I am Cameron, a hunter apprentice. Though I wish I could become a real hunter.
So be one and stop wishing for it.
Never mind. Just go away and leave me alone.
I must say, I thought the Dalish would be much harder to find. Do you think this clan let us find them?
Oh, hello. What the hell is this? What, those flaming dog statues again? This statue is dedicated to the feral wolf of... Okay, another elven old god. They should just believe in the maker and be happy about it. Antharus' opinion? You have a name, therefore do you have something to say to me?
Anduran Atishan, outsider.
And who are you?
I am Gaina. Is there something you need from me?
Can you answer some questions?
I am not sure what I can tell you, but I shall try.
I require some equipment.
Master Verathorn should have what you need. Seek him out at the forge.
Tell me about the forest.
You would be best to speak to Seyrel. He is our storyteller and knows far more of such tales.
And okay, I should go.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Oh, they shouldn't. They really shouldn't. So we have another chest here. Can we actually open this one? And some more Dalish gloves. Some Dalish boots. Hello. Another love letter. +6 attack for these elf flight arrows is quite nice. Aha, pile of scrolls. I knew I saw something. The Long Walk.
There are places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Oh, really now? Hello, Laura. What do you have for me?
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the holla, I did not hear your approach.
And what is a holler exactly? Though there's one standing in front of me and I could probably take a guess.
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel, what humans call landships. They are our companions and our guides.
My own people keep similar herds, but of horses.
I have seen your horses. The relationship is different, as is the purpose. We ride the holla, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the holla who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the holla and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal, and it may prove contagious to the other holla as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery, for her sake as well as that of the others.
That doesn't seem like much of a problem.
You speak so callously of my friend, remember? Go, outsider, if my anguish means so little to you.
And then I should go.
Of course.
I frankly don't care. But you've given me a quest anyway. Oh, wonderful.
It is begun.
All those good deeds I did previously come back to bite me in the butt.
Very well.
Hello, Doc. Oh, I can't go up that way. I guess I gotta go the long way round. Might as well look at this statue while we're here. So what was that quest anyway? Okay, actually what was the main quest? Slay Witherfang and bring his heart to Zafrian.
I shall do it.
We never saw that, was his name Saris of some kind? Cameron, Valaphone. Saris is supposed to be the Lawmaster. I didn't see his name anywhere. Oh, Sariel, there he is.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
This is true, but they weren't us.
Ah, bravado. How encouraging to see it in our time of need. Our people lie sick and dying, but you boast for our amusement? How thoughtful.
You think sarcasm is going to help you, do you?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Sayril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment. Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons these Shemlin have taught us. Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children, and then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Very well, we'll listen to your tale.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Something you think was unfair, no doubt.
But you do not. You must know a great deal more than we. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us, a great crusade.
You say that like there was no reason for it.
Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost law.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenar, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
Perhaps you'll allow me to tell a story as well.
Perhaps another time. You are the guest here, and one who may yet prove of great help to our ailing hunters. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brecilian Forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Yes, tell me of the forest.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brecilian Forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And those battles taught avail?
Indeed. Very wise of you. There was so much death that the veil into the beyond was torn. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
And how many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
This Witherfang still exists today, I take it.
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age, as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zathrian himself.
That is all I need to know.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Alright. People might notice I'm being a bit, agonistic to the elves, but mainly because, yeah, I am chantry friendly, and you all know it. If they don't convert, I may even just allow them to die out, so they don't spread to the elves in the alienage. It is a possibility, if that option's available.
What do you wish?
I would like to barter with you.
I am no merchant.
Yeah, there's 2 stacks of elf root now. Excellent. We don't need that dagger. We don't need those bows. We don't need these gloves. Can anyone use these belts? Let's have a look. You have +2 magic. Oh, a blood mage can only use life drinker. Well, that's handy. +20 physical resistance against... No. Okay, that's fine.
What do you wish? I am no merchant.
Right, let us proceed, I suppose, and let's move on into the actual forest itself. I imagine you have something to say to me? Oh, is this actually the world map? Ah, it is. You're the woman I spoke to at the beginning. The West Brecilian Forest. Let's drop a big save. And wonder how big this place actually is. Quite a nice place though. Despite all the battles though seemingly have fought here, it's quite nice to look at. What was that? Blight wolves! Yay! Oh! Werewolf! Okay. More werewolves!
Won the day.
Can we get anything else from these bodies? Nope, apparently not. But we can find more werewolves.
It has begun. Very well. It has begun.
Red steel axe.
Very well.
Supposedly, as Saren or whatever his name was saying, the forest can change. Oh, hello werewolves. And ooh, I can actually talk to you. How interesting. And there's bridges here? Ah, now we're back to the start. A great bear! Do you have anything for me? No. Hello, werewolves. Swift runner.
The Watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a human of all things to repay us for our attack, to put us in our place. What bitter irony.
I am no servant of the Dalish.
Do you take us for fools? We know you come from their camp outside the forest. No doubt the old keeper himself sent you. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now. Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
I would prefer to talk to you. I mean you no harm.
Was it not Zafrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
You talk of Zafrian as if you know him.
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Why exactly? Why do you hate him so much?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
I don't want to fight, but neither can I retreat.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
So it seems that, not all the werewolves are as mindless as the Dalish say they are. Let us go back, actually, and speak with Zafrian. I actually want to know what he thinks of that situation. Because he mustn't be telling us everything. I was expecting the forest not to allow us to leave, actually.
Yes? What is it you need? Have you news?
I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
I need to discuss something I discovered in the forest.
Yes. What is it?
Do you know anything about a werewolf named Swift Runner?
I was not aware they have names, but no, I know nothing about any Swift Runner.
Then did you know that they actually can speak?
Speak? You mean speak actual words? That seems unlikely. They are savage beasts. Even if they could speak, I doubt they would have anything worthwhile to say.
They do seem to have some grudge against your people.
The same grudge they hold against any who trespass in the forest, I imagine. We also killed many of them during the attack. The werewolves are unimportant. It is Witherfang whom you must seek out. And if they keep you from him, then your course is clear.
I will go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
At this point in time, I'm actually starting to like the werewolves' opinion. They both seem to dislike each other, but neither of them are telling us why. But it seems the werewolves have a more honest anger, I suppose you could say. I will stop here, I will drop a save, and next time we will explore further of the West Brecilian Forest. I don't know how large this is going to be, but then at the same time I thought the Circle of Magi was going to be quite short, and then we had the entire Fade section, which was longer than I thought it was going to be. So, I will see you all next time. This has been AnthWolf, and as always, I hope you all take care. Bye bye now.